such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
LSU 7, Clemson 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Fires left. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Tigers are marching down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know too that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Up And over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell a lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All tied up, and just about set to kick it away. Not going to give him a chance. They boot that thing through the end zone. First down here for the offense. The give to the lone running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg and rolling out. On the move, he fires. He caught it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Tigers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
LSU, number 29, with the carry.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Clemson 7.
Okay, ready?
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
29.
Looking for space. It's my way. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses the phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago, they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 30. At the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, LSU. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 14 to UTEP. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Williams. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw it again. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. What a snag by the defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. To the 15. All kinds of running room. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! On to attempt the try. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 left. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one.
And they got him for the sack. Clemson is quick to the line.
3rd down coming up.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away.
Formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires to the right. On target over the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dialing up a second down pass play. He lofts one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half.
He's off to the races. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, gotten the linebacker.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Number 7 with the bread in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the LSU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Back to the ground game on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
At the 45 on his way. Open runway ahead. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
LSU, number 8, in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Colorado State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in Fort Collins. They'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
325.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's caught downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line.
For the offense.
To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Tigers are on the move.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down.
And that is enough.
Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They've got into a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the 3rd quarter. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Will run the offense out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their wind.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Dances away from the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That can force the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's Nussmeier. It's caught. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead of him.
3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating him alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over 100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up for it.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
The throw to the outside is complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Good enough for a first down.
Ready, set.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 35, Clemson 24.
Ready up.
A new set of downs after the completion.
Easy. Ringo, Ringo.
On the run, it's my way. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Clemson is quick to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Fighting off the defender. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU.
Number 29 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Clemson jumps to the line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Motion from the offense. The jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
The Tigers will hustle for the line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's...
It's complete. A huge pickup. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
6-9-1, Gators score.
They keep attacking through the air. And he's thrown another interception. He'll try to take it back. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Come on, set.
Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback adapting. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. Got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll try the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Rides to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, cut the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.